And good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Pennsylvania Junior Bowlers Tour live on YouTube. It is Championship Sunday, and we always start out Championship Sunday with the awards ceremony. So, without further ado, let's turn it down to Tournament Director Matt to get us underway.
Good morning, bowlers, family, friends, spectators. Welcome to Bolero Limerick Bowl for the 23rd Annual PJBT Invitational Championship. Today we will have over 140 of the greatest 21 and under bowlers competing to put their name on one of those banners out there as an invitational champion. But before we get to the bowling today, we have to recap our season, and this year we had over 550 different bowlers in 31 regular season events. We had over 15,300 games bowled and about 2.6 million pins knocked down. In scholarships, we gave away over $65,000 in scholarships before today. About $10,000 at our sweeper event and bracket roll-off last week in York. We have our Masters event next weekend. That will give away probably close to another $10,000. We had about $4,000 to $5,000 from yesterday's event. And today, we will give away over $7,000. So for the entire season, putting us just over $100,000 in scholarships. And the other amazing number, at the end of our 23rd season, we will just be under $1.5 million in scholarships. So thank you, bowlers and parents, for all of your support to continue this tradition of the PJBT. Now, before I get the ceremony really started, I have to bring out the person who is going to help me hand out these awards we have. He is a PBA Hall of Famer, joining us for his 19th straight year. A 35-time PBA champion, 5th all-time in wins on the PBA. He won titles in 5 straight seasons, from 1997 to 2002, in which he collected 18 of his titles and was PBA Player of the Year. He is a 4-time Steve Nagy Sportsmanship Award winner. He rolled a nationally televised 300 game at the 1998 USBC Masters Tournament in Reno, Nevada. In 2000, he was inducted into the PBA Hall of Fame, and in 2008, the USBC Hall of Fame. His most recent PBA major title came in the 2015 Players Championship in Indianapolis. He has 25 PBA regional titles, but most recently this year, he won the PBA 50 National Major Championship. And the following weekend, he won the PBA 50 Mooresville Open, giving him 8 PBA 50 titles, tying him with his good friend, Johnny Petraglia. From Jackson, New Jersey, please welcome PBA Hall of Famer and PJBT best friend, Parker Bone III. Hello, sir, and welcome back.
Well, thanks, Matt. Good morning. How's everyone doing today? That's great. You know, this is one of the best weekends that I come to out of the year, because this culminates a season fulfilled with memories that last a lifetime. Today is obviously your big day for championship weekend, but more importantly, each and every one of you here has earned that right to be here today. So please open up your minds, open up your eyes and ears as to what's going to happen there out in front of you. But more importantly, remember, you're part of an elite group and you're here for a great reason. So enjoy your day and have a great time.
Thank you once again, Parker Bone III. All right, in a moment, Parker's going to help me hand out some awards, but I have to give out a couple of thank yous before we start. Okay? most importantly, a lot of people who make this well-oiled machine happen every single week. So let me start out with, most importantly, my wife, Nicole Himmelreich, hopefully they can hear me down there, and my entire family who is once again here today, Ella, Cole, Brady, Peyton, and now our almost 13-month-old Maisie Himmelreich. As they are coming down, I'm just going to tell you, my wife is a trooper. So I can tell you right now, if you think I never stop, man, she never stops. And Maisie, God bless her, hopefully someday will sleep for us. But she has not decided she wants to sleep. So I think she's a little hyper, like, a couple people maybe just a little. So. And I want to thank her also for organizing the silent auction for today and all those prizes we're going to give away later today. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, family. I also want to bring out, most importantly, my parents and my brother, Jane, Don, Brent Himmelreich. My mom and dad help handle the scores, they handle the awards, and everything else in the book. So I want to thank them for coming out for it. Next, I would like to thank, most importantly, this next family who has really made me look good. Without them, I could not do this. And this first person is our statistics director. He does a lot of the returns of helps with the emails and the organization of it. But most importantly, his wife, who got you all here today to make sure you were coming, and handles all of our entries for these events. I can't tell you how many times she tells me I drive her crazy, but I think it's safe to say we're a family and we love it. So please welcome Josh and Stacy Sadazan and their daughter Aubrey. Probably my favorite line, which I have to admit is true. Many of you will message me, and then you message Josh or Stacy, and they get back to you first. I always try to explain to everybody, even Marker knows, that every day at my work I probably get about 40 calls a day just for work. I had 5 realtors reaching out to me this weekend. So, oh, wait a minute. Oh my goodness. There's been a sighting. Well, he's normally Josh is called Travis. Here's Mr. Travis Sparks as Josh Sadazan. Nice to see you, sir. I do have to introduce you. You were right here next on the list, but I will throw that in there. Travis helped us out and his wife Jen with the women's tournaments that we run, and quite frankly, I gotta give you applause for even being here today, because I gotta tell you, I know what you're going through. We'll talk about that later, but it's been a rough week or so for you, and I am so glad you didn't miss today's event. So thank you very much for coming. Just for the record, did we lose Josh? Oh, I have to announce him as I'm on the game now. Okay, so the guy that helps, that I thought was married to Stacy, but you guys always confuse them because of the bald head. That's the joke here if you're not paying attention, okay? Because Josh gets called Travis, Travis gets called Josh, and occasionally Josh will be in the bathroom and a guy will say to him, "Hey Doug Kent, how's your bowling center in New York?" They all have bald heads if you didn't figure that out. Josh Sadazan and Travis Sparks with his pom-poms from last night. I also want to bring out our KBT Keystone Bowlers Tour adult events tournament directors who ran a great first year of our adult events, Mr. Ben and Nick Rhines. These guys have done a great job taking over our adult events this year. And they will be, once again next year, we're looking to do some combined events and expand a little bit on the Adult Bowlers Tour side. So those guys, thank you very much. Oh, well, you still have hair in your head, so we won't confuse you. He's not a daddy yet, that's correct. Good point. Good point, Travis, Josh, whatever you're doing. All right, up next is our live stream director and website management. When Josh gets the stats done, he emails them to this guy and me, and then this guy uploads them now onto the website. So let me bring out Mr. Jason Olhouse.
PA facts, ladies and gentlemen.
So a lot of people tell me that this is the favorite part of championship weekend because for once, somebody gets to shut them up for about 5 minutes.
Parker, this is like last night. They were cheering for you when you didn't strike. Now they're cheering for me when I don't talk. I don't know. I think we're in the same club.
So I'm charged each and every year with giving, just a short speech. So I'll try to keep it, 45 minutes or so this year because I know you guys all want to get bowling at some point. But, this is the first year that I can say with certainty that everybody who's bowling this year was not born when this man was 18 years old and started the Pennsylvania Junior Bowlers Tour. 18. And now he's old. That's all we're going to say. So, yes. And some of us will be on the senior tour in a month. We won't say who. So, let's give a round of applause for this gentleman who's done so much for youth bowling over the last 2.5 decades. So, one of the questions that I get asked most is how in the world did you get involved with this group of people? I just want to tell a quick story of how this happened. August the 19th, 2012, I believe it was the first time I walked into 222 Dutch for my non-genetically proven son, who ages out today, to bowl in a tournament. And back then, a lot of the weeks it was just Matt and Travis. Matt and Travis. So, almost every week this gentleman would make an announcement and say, we need people to help get scored. It used to happen almost every week. And I never wanted that. Never, ever, ever. I was focused in watching him bowl because, God forbid, how many of you parents have watched your child leave a 10-pin and they move, 6, 8, 9, 10 left and they're throwing in a 10-pin on lane 14 and they hit the 7-pin on lane 6. I couldn't watch it anymore. We used to have these, what was called conversations on the way home. Now, my kind of conversations when he was 12 was, I talk, you listen. That was our kind of conversation. Until he got a little older, then our conversations were, Dad, I'm just going to yell at you because you don't know what you're talking about. And in fact, where's Betsy Jacobs? Down there. She will tell you a story of how we kind of traumatized a couple from Alaska during Junior Gold one time with our tirades against each other. But we survived. But I couldn't watch him anymore. So I just said, here, bartender, here, I will take scores for you every week. And I just kind of weaseled my way into the check-in room to see how he was doing. Is he making cups this week? Normally it was no the first season. And on and on and on. So that's kind of how I got involved. with this group, and they've corrupted me over the past 9 years now. So, if you are bowling today, raise your hand. I'm not bowling today. If you are bowling today, raise your hand. Now, if you have your hand raised and you are not standing up, please stand up. Oh, my speeches are always audience participation. Keep your hands up above your head. Now, turn around and find the person that brought you here today. Now, once you found that person, put your hand down. But keep your eye on that person that brought you here today.
Should I record this?
If you cross yourself, you can lower your hand. Now, on the count of 3, you are going to say thank you to that person. Because without that person, we're not here. So, are we ready? Shall we practice? Let's practice. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. That was pivotal. I want next year's award ceremony to hear you. Ready? Count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Very good. Sit down. So now, let me end this. I have a job for all of you bowlers this year. I have 2 jobs. Number 1, practice, practice, practice. There's no reason why you can't average 10 pins higher when we see you in August than you're averaging right now. Just a little bit of practice. Bowling centers offer great deals to come in the summertime. Take advantage of them and practice. And number 2, ready? Last time we participated as an audience. Who has friends? Raise your hand.
You have friends. None of them want to bowl.
Oh yeah, put your hands down.
None of them want to bowl.
It is your job to talk to at least one friend about the Pennsylvania Junior Bowlers Tour and get them to come to a tournament next season. Because
I know.
when we grow, we offer more. Last but not least, who is aging out this season? Raise your Heck, you're not aging out. Heck, you've been bowling for like 18 years. Oh my God. For those of you who age out this year, thank you for coming all this time.
And this is the part when you come back as adults, then I know I'm getting old.
And last but not least, Parker, I'll see you on tour. That's the all-you-can-eat Denny's tour, right? I got a chance to reach there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you.
Thank you, Jason. And he just reminded me of one thing. Who's bowling their first invitational for today? Raise your hand. Make sure parents and bowlers take it all in because this is why we do this. We want you to enjoy every year. So thank you very much. I'm going to let my crew go. Thank you very much again. Travis has something to say.
So yeah, I've known Matt 20 years. Happy 20-year friend anniversary. I guess that's a word. Friend anniversary. And you didn't make it up. You know, Matt has a penchant to make up his own words and make up his own meanings as we go. You know, you've never gotten names right. Here, great story. He got married. The minister pronounced his last name wrong. I now pronounce you Mr. and Mrs. Himmelrich. There are some things you don't delegate, and that's one of them. What can I tell you? We'll be here until the cows come home to answer that. My thank yous to Matt for trusting me to run the ladies' events the last couple of years. My 2 are at home with Grandma. Jen is coming back from States in Butler. And yes, I am on my way to visit my dad at the hospital. We had heart valve surgery scheduled for him the Friday before Memorial Day, and things didn't turn out the way we wanted them to. He had open heart surgery on Wednesday, and thankfully he is resting comfortably right now at Lincoln Hospital. January 5th, 1985, I bowled for the first time. The most important question my dad asked me right afterwards was, "You want to do it again?" And I said yes. And we started a little tradition where we go practice on Saturdays, and then when I would start league, then we go, he was a teacher, so after school he would take me to the old Stanton Lanes on Wednesday. Yeah, now it's the old Stanton Lanes, unfortunately. New Year's Eve, day after my 11th birthday, I beat him 181 to 155, and he announced his retirement that day. But he was very instrumental when I started my tour back in 1995, so I'm almost 30 years for this. And I am forever grateful to Parker and to Matt because they have helped to make my biggest event, the DB8 shootout, which is now the DB8 Bowl for Life, JuniorBowling.com shootout reality. It was in 06 on his back porch when Justin and Brandon were still running around in diapers. And it was me, Matt, a couple of our friends. We decided we wanted to run a warm-up event for Junior Bowl. And Doug Lynn offered his son the following year because Junior Bowl was in Buffalo in 07. And it has sprouted to an event where we have 600 entries at least. And now it's over 2 weekends. So this year's event's in Battle Creek, Michigan, M66 Bowl. Go to flyers on the table, thank you. JuniorBowling.com to register. Plenty of openings, but Friday, July 15th, 10 a.m. squad is filling up. So please make sure you get your entries in for that. And if you have wondered where my hair is gone, part of it is putting up with this guy for 20 years. And I think the other part went to Clayton Tyndall. Because Clayton, he bowls at Colony Park North. My wife coaches him. And I think it's going to be him and some 11-year-old kid from Texas who ropes cattle every day. They're going to be the biggest kids in U12. I guarantee it. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, you got all my hair, like it or not. Thank you all. Good luck today. Thank you for all the...
Travis Sparks.
What's hair? The stuff in our armpits.
Bingo. Just real quick, I just, like these guys said, I just want to say thank you to everybody, especially everyone who made this week. This is one of the smoothest championship weekends we've had that I can remember. And I tried to think back to how long I was doing this, and I forgot halfway through. So it's amazing to see how many years it's been and how the years have flown. So thank you for making the weekend so easy, especially on my wife. And you guys make it easy on her, she makes it easy on me. So I do appreciate that. So thank you, everyone. Enjoy the day. If you need anything, we're back there. If you haven't checked in yet, please come see me.
Okay, thank you. Josh Sadazan. Also, real quick, I want to thank DJ Zombro and any parents, even if you volunteered to help us this year for anything, whether it's scores, the auction table, anything this year, and even if we said no, I want to just say that, and I told you we were good, I want to thank you because all help is appreciated. Without all of them and all of this, I wouldn't be able to do it, because when I started these events 23 years ago, I ran it all by myself, and I even bowled it by myself. Thanks. But nowadays, can't do it without all of them, so thank you. And I do want to take a quick moment, because these guys are experiencing all this for the first time. I do want to thank the Bolero staff here, Regional Manager Mark Philippine, Bobby Barker, who is here, overseeing everything this weekend, and Mr. Glinsky for handling everything with our festivities this weekend. Please give them a nice round of applause for making sure. I think it's safe to say I helped them go from a deer in headlights to everything that we do, and it's been going great. So thank you very much. I also, real quick, want to bring out Brian Krantz. Brian, can you hear me?
I hear you.
You always can hear me,
hear
right?
Never.
He has something real quick for you. Without fail. Mr. Apparel EFX, Brian Krantz.
All right, good morning. How's everybody doing this morning? Are we ready to bowl? More. So, each year, Apparel EFX does a Best Dress Scholarship for the PJBT Bowling Series. In order to qualify for any of the available weekly votes, you must be wearing Apparel EFX during the PJBT event. There were 3 votes given each week throughout the course of the season. In the past, we've had some close races when it got down to it, standings-wise, as far as the points for the votes. We've had 1 point separate first and second place. I believe that was Becca Broggen and Swavely, I think, 1 year. This year we had our first tie. Behind the tie by 1 point was the next bowler. The next bowler behind that was 1 point behind them. This is the closest race that we've seen since we started doing this. It was fun to watch this develop, and it also speaks to the amount of EFX that everybody is showing us with every week, which we do greatly appreciate. So, moving on to our co-recipients of the EFX Scholarship Award for this year. Each will receive a $250 scholarship deposited to their MAPS account. Emma Fetterman and Aiden Davis.
Just walked in the door. Here he comes. And I like the shades. He looks like Ray Charles. Congratulations. Congratulations. Okay, and I also wanted to mention our first 21 and under event for the 24th season of the PJBT will be coming in late August at 222 Dutch Lanes. We'll give you an exact date in a couple of weeks. And make sure, because we don't do our mailer anymore since COVID, we will post everything on our website and we'll shoot out an email blast. So make sure you watch out for that for our upcoming events. I'm proud to say this year, I don't want to use the term COVID's over, because it's not over, but we are kind of getting back to somewhat of a normal. So this year we were able to bring back our Bowling Center Championship Tournament, our Baker Tournament, that was a big hit. We had our first ever one ball event this year, and we had our first ever Easter Classic every other dual pattern, every other lane pattern. And this year, for the first time, we are hosting the best tournament. I invite all of you, because it is now a little bit more local, to make sure you come out and join us in 2 weeks for the newest best tournament, our best 2.0. My colleague, Chuck Pisano, God bless his soul, is the reason I'm standing here, because I was where you guys were probably, I don't know, 20, 30 years ago, long time ago. And he ran tournaments like we did for 46 years. And today, the PJBT is at our halfway point of his record, because I gotta believe that's a record somewhere, that we are finishing our 23rd season. So make sure you come out. The best tournament we created as a regional junior gold type event, $5,000 first place, guaranteed $1,000 first place for women, for the handicap division, and we've added Friday night and an exciting second chance adult junior event Sunday. Flyers are all down there. Make sure you sign up. We hope to see you at Masters next weekend and Best the following weekend. Real quick, I wanted to give a max update. I know some of you need a couple of checks. If you've been waiting for a scholarship check, see me today. I figured rather than mailing them out, no better to hand them out in person. I wanted to mention that the MAPS program has now given away around $575,000 of scholarships, and we were able to subsidize and give out extra prizes at our bigger events like this, Masters, Best, and random events during the season. So I want to thank all of you that we were able to do great things and continue to do great things through our MAPS program. Real quick, I also want to thank our sponsors. They're not here today, but I want to thank Lee and Chris Desant from BowlerX for being our corporate sponsor for many years of the PJBT. Please give them a round of applause. They have not only continued to support our events, but they have nosedived themselves into now owning their own bowling center, and now called Steel City Bowl and Brews. And we will be there for the first part of our Masters tournament next Saturday, and I know they are very excited with everything that's going on, so I want to thank them. Also want to thank Brunswick and all the brands of Brunswick. I want to thank Bowler Supply. I know Terry Brenneman is here today. I want to thank them and his staff at Bowler Supply for helping us put together our bowling ball deal for today. Make sure you check that out. We have them all on display up at the desk. I want to thank Bowler Max Pro Shop, Terry Miller, Buddy's Pro Shop, Chris Corey, Jay Lane's Pro Shop, the Talkington family, Kegler's Pro Shop, TJ Trout. I want to thank Mike Moss, who is here today, Lane Tamer's Pro Shop, sponsoring our Sportsmanship Award and Most Improved. Our Mays Bowling and Billiards, Frankie and Ryan May, Strike Zone Pro Shop, Chris Courtney, Our Family's Pro Shop, Pat and Fred Polash, Roto Grip Rick Mitchell, and Roto Grip Bowling for sponsoring our Christmas tournament. Apparel EFX, Brian Krantz, Doug Dukes at Kegel for creating a lot of the patterns that we use out on the PJBT tour. And ironically, I got a new banner down on 47 and 8 today for the people who I probably drive the most crazy all year long, and you guys never see them, is the local staples. I want to thank all of our sponsors, because without them, we would not be able to give out all of the things and put out all the opportunities we do for you youth bowlers. So please give them a nice round of applause for their continued support. All right, time for the awards and a couple of season highlights. This season, we began the season with somebody winning a record 3 events in the first 3, winning 3 titles in the first 3 events, and that was Aiden Davis. He also shot 299, 810, and 801 in match play at Berks Lanes in October. Gavin Courtney, where's Gavin? Gavin here, there he is. He shot 844 at Leisure Lanes in November to be our high series for this year's events. Congratulations. We also had Daniel Robertson and Jake Diaz shoot an 814 Baker series in the finals of the Suburban Bowlerama doubles event. Moving on to January, we had Darren Zombro III and Lucas Francis, those 3 are interchangeable this season. Lucas Francis bowling a Baker 300 game at our Tringle doubles event in the finals in January. tournament this year. I guess I went a little lighter on the pattern that day. I thought it was tough. We had not one, but 4 perfect 300 games bowled at our Baker event. 3 by the same team: Henry Hecht, Robertson, Diaz, Micah Voorhees, and somebody you might know, Cindy Bone. Maybe. We had 12 perfect 300 games, 20 11 in a row scores, 7 800s, and 6 Baker 300s. So give yourself a round of applause for all those accomplishments. All right, now it is time to begin. Our points champions. Each points champion will receive the points are determined based on your participation in the events and how you finish. Majors count double. And these bowlers are our high ones for the season, earning a plaque and a bonus $100 scholarship. In the boys scratch division, this bowler had 8 wins on the season and had a high series of 8-11. The award goes to Darren Zombro III. For the girls scratch division, this girl's highlight of the season, she won our women's only East Lincoln event in February, and she's the female scratch division points champion, goes to Emma Fetterman. Because this girl overall had the handicap points champion. She won the girls only tournament at Steel City Bowl and Brews this year. The high female handicap points champion overall goes to Lisa. The winner, the girl with the dad's name, Lou. Where's Lou?
Right in front of you.
Oh, I can't see that. I'm out in the lights. Okay, and our boys handicap. Male handicap division high bowler was 23 events competed this season, getting a $100 scholarship, and the award goes to Brenton Sherman. Okay, on to a couple of awards here. And we're going to go on to high average. For high average, hold your applause till I announce the 3 names at least, okay? I'm going to give you 3rd and 2nd high averages. They get a medal, and first place gets a nice number 1 acrylic plaque, okay? For boys recreational scratch, high average, 32 game minimum. 3rd place with Darren Zombro III at 224.10. 2nd place, Lucas Francis, 227.55. But our high boys recreational scratch average with 114 games bowled at 233.53 goes to Aiden Davis. On girls recreational scratch, we had 3rd place, Amelia Lamanowitz, getting 205.47. We had 2nd place, Cameron Brown, 210.72. But our high girls recreational scratch average with 32 games bowled at 218.16 goes to Eliza Shirk. Next, boys challenge shot scratch division. Minimum of 40 games. 3rd place with 200.39 goes to Mason Dome. 2nd place at 206.77, Aiden Davis. But our top bowler on the challenge shots with 106 games averaging 212.45 goes to Lucas Francis. For girls challenge average, minimum 40 games, third place medal at 186.33 is Mary Beth Baker. Second place at 187.09 is Morgan Klein. And our top girl with 61 games, averaging 187.87, goes to Emma Fetterman. And by the way, if I announce some names that are not here today for whatever reason, we're still going to announce them just so they know they got an award. Boys Recreational Handicap Division, minimum of 32 games, bowled in that division. Third place, Timothy McNamer, 179.65. Second place, Hunter DeToley at 181.79. But our high boys recreational handicap with 58 games bowled at 1. On our girls recreational handicap, minimum 32 games. Our third place medal goes with 168.80 goes to Liana Lucchese. Second place, 174.80 to Rayana Gonzalez. Playmaker. Our boys challenge handicap, minimum 40 games. Our third place went to Hunter DeToley at 166.07. Second place at 172.73 was Andrew Arnold. But our top boys challenge handicap average at 180.62 for 58 games was Aaron Smith. 6 games. Third place at 166.87 was Anna Marie Clark. Second place at 168.1 goes to Alexis Bear. Okay, on to match play. Best 3 bowlers with match play records on the season. Starting in scratch, third place with a record of 14-10 at 583 was David Swabley. Second place at 33, 17-0, 660 was Lucas Francis. But our top match play bowler at 36, 15-0 at 706 goes to Aiden Davis. Match play record of 12-11 with a minimum 16 matches. 522 was Malia Briggs. Second place at 15-10 with a record of 600, Mason Matrazo. But our winner, getting a record of 15-3 at 833, goes to Sean Gerhardt. Moving on to high series, okay? High series for the season. Third place for boys scratch was Aiden Davis at 811. Second place, Vincent Vine for 814. In girls scratch division, third place, Boulder Chacos, a 714 for Mary Beth Baker. Second place at 222 Dutch with a 723 was Kayla Starr. But our winner with a high series of 737 bowled at Palmyra, the first place award to Taylor Miller. On the handicap division, third place, high series, bowled at Clearview with a 679 was Jackson Coy. Second second place at Trindle with a 683 was Cody Tempe. But our winner with the High Boys Handicap Series at Chacos with 685 goes to Braden Herbst. Girls Handicap Division, third place with a 645 at 222 Dutch, Veronica Heckman. And our winner of the High Girls Handicap High Series with 659, bowled at Steel City, is Ella Eberly. All right, next we have our Exceptional Attendance Awards. Many of you know, over the years, this number used to be a perfect record or close to a perfect record for being at every event. Over the years, I know that becomes tough with all of the other events going on. So we just have a small prize for any bowlers who bowled 70% or more of our events. That would be 21 tournaments minimum of our regular season events. The following 7 bowlers will receive a small perfect attendance award, and I will call them up all at the same time. Darren Zombro III, Aiden Davis, Lucas Francis, Zach Wenzel, Liana Lucchese, Brenton Sherman, and Lacey Slaymaker. Our next awards are courtesy of the longtime friends of the PJBT. Starting with the Mark Gaines Scratch Sportsmanship Award. The Mark Gaines Scratch Sportsmanship Award was started a couple of years ago by recognizing one of our bowlers named Brian Gaines. His father, Mark, passed away a couple of years ago from a heart condition. Mark assisted the PJBT in starting our current Facebook page and the updated design of our website. He was instrumental in promoting junior bowling through social media avenues before that was even a thing. Bowlers who participated in at least 40% of the season were eligible for this award with the votes cast by eligible bowlers, okay? Over the years, we have named the Scratch Division Sportsmanship Award after Mark Gaines, and then a couple of years ago, we added Steve Brown as the name on the Handicap Sportsmanship Award, because Steve Brown, as many of you might know Steve, he was also a big promoter of youth bowling that came out to watch our youth every week, and we have his memorial event each year in February. You guys vote on these winners, okay? So this is voted on by your peers, okay? If you all remember last week at the brackets, when I handed you a sheet, you voted for who should receive these awards. And these 2 bowlers will receive the plaque for the Sportsmanship Award and a $100 bonus scholarship. This season, the PJBT Mark Gaines Scratch Sportsmanship Award goes to Darren Zombro III. And then our winner of the PJBT Steve Brown Handicap Sportsmanship Award and a $100 scholarship goes to Gannon Lindemuth. Okay, our next awards are the Most Improved Bowlers of the Season, sponsored by Lane Tamers Pro Shop and Mike Moss. I want to thank Mike once again for sponsoring the Most Improved Bowler and also putting into the prize fund for the Sportsmanship Award. I'm going to let Travis handle the most improved.
You're lucky I don't have another name to call you right now. By the way, why isn't Mike standing up there? I get on him about it every year. He doesn't like to be in the spotlight, but we do appreciate him, so I'm going to make him come up here. All right, so this is an award that Mike and I started a couple years ago, just to kind of, recognize the most improved bowlers in each division. We have a lot of bowlers throughout the year that graduate, as I like to call it, from handicap to scratch, and just this award is based on average, who improved their average from last year to this year. There's never really a set criteria for it. I kind of just go and see which bowlers bowled the most events between last year and this year. COVID kind of killed us a little bit last year with this, so I went with a minimum of 10 tournaments bowled this year between last year and this year. So as long as you bowled at least 10 this year and 10 last year, I took averages from challenge and recreational, merged them together, got an average between the two, and that's how we come up with our award. In the scratch division, this bowler increased their average by 5 pins from last year. The award, it's a boys and girls in scratch and handicap. The boys most improved, improving by 5 pins this year, is Aiden Davis. Our girls most improved bowler this year. This girl improved by 16 pins from last year until this year. The girls scratch most improved bowler is Amelia Lamanowitz. Our boys handicap most improved bowler. This bowler improved by 3 pins this year, Brenton Sherman. And finally, our most improved girls handicap bowler. This girl improved 18 pins from last year, Rayana Gonzalez. And I would like to give a quick honorable mention. Rayana improved by 18 pins this year, and she won the award by 1.
Thank you, Mike. As always, appreciate that. All right, now I have a very special award to hand out. Yes. Is for our Bowler of the Year, whose name will go on the bottom of the banner for this season, for the Bowler of the Year for this season. Harry Mack was a individual who, when I started the PJBT, a lady named Mickey Woods, who got me into bowling, her and Harry used to coach many of the kids and ultimately was the brains behind starting what we do here 23 years ago. Harry passed away many years ago, but we put our Bowler of the Year name under him, and this plaque hangs in the home bowling center for an entire year for the recipient. There are some names on this plaque that are classics, like Travis's wife, Jennifer Ellicker, twice, Travis Selmer, Jared Poff, Alex Ludwig, Andrew Lazarchik. Some of the ones you'll recognize: Colby Bennett in 2019-20, Darren Zombro III in 2021, and then this year's recipient. This year, I have to admit, it was a 3-horse race. You saw these 3 bowlers up here a lot this morning, okay? What it came down to was the criteria we always look at, which is titles. But we weighed certain titles over more majors, over individual, some of the doubles and the Baker titles. We also looked at stats. And trust me, this year with these 3 bowlers, we really had to kind of dig deep. There was no one person who automatically got it, okay? But this year's winner had 8 wins on the season. He had a high series of 8-11, and to the Achievement Awards. Starting with bowling a perfect 300 game August 29th and an 11 in a row 290 in April. The award goes to Ty Cara. The second award, he rolled a perfect 300 game in September. The award goes to Hunter Heinze. Our next bowler, this will probably explain to you why he is a little bit bowler of the year. 11 in a row, 299 game, 810, 3-game series, and 801 in the same tournament. 811 in January, 3-game series. He had 11 in a row, 298 in April, and 11 in a row, 290 in May, and last week had 11 in a row, 297 game. This award goes to Aiden Davis. Our next award is for an 11 in a row, 290 game bowled in October, and that award goes to Andrew Barnica. Our next award is an 11 in a row, 298 game bowled in November, and he was part of the 3-time Baker Team 300 game group, goes to Henry Hecht. Our next bowler rolled an 11 in a row, 298 game in November. The award goes to Joseph Dominguez. Our next award goes to the bowler who had the high series of the season, 844 at that same event. The award goes to Gavin Courtney. In that same event, this bowler rolled a 3-game series of 802. The award goes to Ryan Graham. Next bowler rolled a perfect 300 game in November, an 11 in a row 290 the following month. He was part of the Baker Team 300 game in January, and the following week rolled an 11 in a row 296. In May, he had a perfect 300 game. His Special Achievement Award goes to Darren Zombro III. Our next award, and by the way, it's a different color for female. It is for a perfect 300 game bowled November 14th. The Special Achievement Award goes to Taylor Miller. Our next bowler was part of the 814 Baker Series bowled in November. He had an 11 in a row 299 at our Strike Zone New Year's Eve Day event, and he was part of the 3-time Baker Team 300 game team in April. The award goes to Daniel Robertson. Our next bowler also was his partner in that 814 Baker Series in the finals. He also rolled was part of the Baker team that had the 300s and an 11 in a row 296 game on April 24th. The Achievement Award goes to Jake Diaz. Our next bowler had a perfect 300 game on December 12th. His Special Achievement Award goes to Jake Fair. Our next bowler had an 11 in a row, 298 game at our Day After Christmas tournament. The award goes to Ambrose Shirk. If he is not here, Eliza may accept for him. I think, yeah, there we go. She'll get it for him. Our next bowler had an 11 in a row, 299 game on January 16th. The following week, he was part of that Baker Team 300 game in the finals. He had 11 in a row, 290 on February 20th, and then also the following week on February 27th. Then at our event on April 24th, he rolled a perfect 300 game. His Special Achievement Award goes to Lucas Francis. Our next bowler had an 11-in-a-row 290 game that he bowled at our January 30th event. The Special Achievement Award goes to Jordan Shell. Our next bowler had an 11-in-a-row 290 game at our March 6th event, and was on a team with a Baker Team 300 game at the Baker tournament. The award goes to Ryan Schultz. The next bowler rolled a perfect 300 game. There he is. Perfect 300 game at our March 27th event. And that Special Achievement Award goes to somebody you also might know, Mr. Brandon Bone. Can you throw it? Yeah, sure. See if he catches it. Our next bowler receives a Special Achievement Award for being part of that three-time 300 game Baker team on April 3rd. The award goes to Micah Voorhees. And I want to mention also on that same team receiving an award, I don't know that she's here today, but you might be able to turn that one in too, Miss Sydney Bone. Doesn't fit your pocket. Next bowler was on a Baker team that shot one 300 game at our Baker event. And I'm not sure if any of these bowlers are here, but I'm going to mention their names so they can pick up their award if they're here. Andrew Sass, Johnny Laguerre, Chase McLean, and Jake Boxty. Our next award for an 11-in-a-row 290 game bowled on April 10th. The award goes to Logan Chappell. Our next bowler rolled a perfect 300 game on April 24th. The Special Achievement Award goes to Brandon Handog. Okay. Our next perfect 300 game on the same day, April 24th, Special Achievement Award goes to Trevor Courtney. Our next bowler rolled a perfect 300 game at our May 8th ABC North event. The Special Achievement Award goes to Trevor Ashby. Okay, and our last award, but not least, he rolled a perfect 300 game at our ABC North May 8th event, and then had an 11-in-a-row 297 game at our 2 a.m. tournament in Bethlehem. The Special Achievement Award goes to Zachary Wenzel. Bowling fans, let's have a nice hand for all of our Special Achievement Award winners. And the one final thing I want to say before we end the ceremony part of today is, how many bowlers out here are bowling junior gold? Raise your hand. I just want to take a moment and have all of you recognized as representing Pennsylvania and the surrounding states out at Junior Gold, one of the biggest stages for youth bowling events of the year. Please give them a nice round of applause and good luck at Junior Gold next month. All right, I need everybody to listen up. And I know you don't want to listen to me, but you got to listen, okay? Because it makes it go faster. I need every bowler competing today to go back to your starting pair. There is a little sheet on the monitor, on the right lane of your pair, and I need you to line up in that order. Please. Line up in that order, and parents...
All right, so we're going to take the feed down right now while they do player introductions, because there'll be lots of music and stuff.
Introductions
We'll be back once the tournament begins. Thank you for watching the awards ceremony for season 23 of Pennsylvania Junior Bowlers Tour. We will be back.
Can you send my dad down?